I'm going to share with you a topic that all of us have at heart. Women. It's a topic that never loses its interest for men because they are men, and for us women because we're women. And I feel it's a topic in which I feel very competent because I've been one for a long time and truly used to it. Now, being a woman, you should allow me to make some detours. And before I get to my topic, which is going to keep me quite busy, I'm going to say to you, suppose that I came on this place and I said, dear friends, thank you so very much for coming. I have a great plan and I need your help to organize it and to give it birth. I would like to start a foundation to fight leprosy in Virginia. Silence. I expect that you're going to say, indeed, she is old. As far as we know, there is no leprosy in Virginia. I was told recently that all disease can disappear for a while and reappear if circumstances are favorable. For example, if some people found it fun to destroy half the world, there'll be such confusion and disorder that it's quite possible that sicknesses that have disappeared for centuries are going to reappear. Now, my point is the following. We live in a very sick society. A philosopher is supposed to be a lover of wisdom. And my knowledge of the history of philosophy has taught me that even though many men declare themselves to be lovers of wisdom, not very many are wise. And wisdom is going to tell us today, our world is facing very grave problems. What are the problems that we should be concerned with? What are the things that we should put all our weight fighting against and praying that they be overcome? It seems to me that there are three of them. The first one is what Benedict XV called dictatorial relativism, which is a cancer that has penetrated our society, and having taught in a secular university for 37 years and survived, I can tell you it is the cancer that you find all over. 90% of my students entered my classroom absolutely convinced that truth is not objective except for science. Science is something that you can truly know, but when it comes to philosophy or to religion, it's all a matter of opinion. And one of my students entered the classroom very depressed, dragging his feet. And he said to me, why should your ideas be better than mine? A very good question. To which I said, it all depends whether they're true or not. He said, what's truth? Now, to teach that truth is objective in a secular university means to enter a battlefield behind the enemy's line. But deep down, I found out through my career that people have a deep longing for truth. The whole question is to present it as something which is infinitely precious and which is ours. If I say something true in my talk, it's not mine, it is ours, because truth is essentially Catholic, which means universal. Whereas, if I say something which is false or remarkably stupid, give me a patent, it's truly mine, it's my own production. Now, who taught me how to refute relativism? My students. Because, as I said, 90% convinced that truth doesn't exist at all. And then all of a sudden, you have ideas that come to your head to try to save yourself, because once you're in the classroom, willy-nilly, you've got to win. And so I say things that are stupid, and it is incredible how stupid things can be illuminating. I say, all right, to my students, suppose that I came to the classroom and I said to my student, last year I had to take a sick leave for 6 months because I had a terrible breakdown. And they say, well, what happened to you? And I said, you know, for the first time in my life, I took a course on geometry. And upon finding out that the sum of the angle of a triangle are equal to 2 right angles, the shock was such that I had a nervous breakdown. I couldn't stand it. No. My students, a particular student, taught me how to refute relativism. I was giving a course on metaphysics in Hunter. And inevitably, the question of the immortality of the soul or the existence of God came up. And you can well imagine what is a position that I defended. And all of a sudden, a student, I still recall, he was sitting in the second row on the right, raised his hand, and he said something that shattered me. He said, if you could convince me that I have an immortal soul, that is the most terrible thing that can happen to me in my life, because then I'll be held responsible after death for my lifestyle. It shattered me. Now, all of a sudden, I have the key. And I say to students, if you accept science and you accept mathematics because you don't care whether the sum of the angle of triangle are equal to 2 right angles, who cares? You just want to know it so that you get your grade. But whether or not there is a God, whether or not I have an immortal soul, whether or not moral values are objective, these are things that shake my personal life. And if you object, say to yourself honestly, why? Now, that gives you a key to try to explain to students that the fear of the word truth is simply because there are truths that dictate you how to live. Well, all right, that's relativism. It is an evil of such seriousness that unless a whole educational system in the United States is reanimated by the pursuit of truth, we are going downhill and downhill fast. Have no illusion.